Hey everybody, Mr. Quick here. We're going to today look at Eureka Math / Engage New York Math, Module 1, Lesson 20. And the title of this lesson is actually Comparison Shopping, Unit Price, and Related Measurement Conversions. I'm shortening that to Unit Price Conversions and Comparisons. It's just basically an extension of what we looked at in Lesson 19, but since it is that extension, we can go ahead and look at a few examples together, and I think that this will even further help cement your understanding from Lesson 19. So Lesson 19 and Lesson 20 really go well together. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Okay, here's our first example. Mallory is on a budget and she wants to determine which cereal is a better buy. This is a really good real-life example because you see this anytime you go to Target or Price Chopper or Walmart or Hy-Vee. You might want to buy a box of cereal and you see there are multiple types or multiple brands, multiple sizes, and so you want to get the best deal. So she's looking for the best deal. A 10-ounce box of cereal costs $2.79. And a 13-ounce box of cereal, of the same cereal, costs $3.99. So it costs a little bit more, but it's also a little bit bigger. Which box should Mallory buy? Well, let's get to the heart of this. Basically, we want to find a unit price. And so I'm going to make two columns here. We're going to first look at the 10-ounce box of cereal. And then on this side, we're going to look at the 13-ounce box of cereal to see which one is the better buy. So, if we're looking at, it costs $2.79 per 10 ounces. So that's cost per ounce, right? Cost per ounce. We want to know what that would be if it was just 1 ounce. How much is it per ounce? So, to get from 10 to 1, I have to use my constant, which is 2 divided by 10, right? 10 divided by 10 equals 1. If I do the same thing up top, 279 divided by 10, this is where we can use a little bit of our math shortcuts, right? So we know that if we're dividing by 10, our number is going to get smaller, and we have that 10 place value, so that however many zeros, right, we can move our decimal one spot, and so that basically gives us 0.279 for our per ounce. Now, since we are talking about per ounce, I'm going to write it a little bit differently because we know 0.279, you've never gone to the store and they said, well, that's going to be 279 thousandths of per ounce or anything like that, right? So we actually know they would round that up to 28 cents per ounce. So we know, we can erase that actually, we know that the 10-ounce box of cereal is 28 cents per ounce. Now there's two things we could do right now. We could solve, okay, two things we do. We could solve for 13 ounces much the same way we solve for 10 ounces. So we'll do that first. So we'll say that it is $3.99 per 13 ounces, right? Cost per ounce. And we want to know what that would be if it was just 1 ounce. So again, to get from 13 to 1, we're going to take 13 divided by 13, which is 1. Now up here we're going to do $3.99 divided by 13, and let's solve that together. Okay, so we have $3.99 divided by 13. 13 does not go into 3, but it does go into 39. So we can bump up that decimal. We know it goes into 3 0 times. 13 does go into 39 3 times. 3 times 13 is 39. We subtract, we get 0. We bring down our 9. 13 does not go into 9, so we do 0 times 13 is 0. Subtract, we get 9. We can bring down another 0 because we're on the right of the decimal. 13, let's see, 13 goes into 90 6 times, which would give us 78. And we could keep going, But really, I have enough information right here, even though that's not the complete answer, because I know that, again, we're going with cents. So we would be looking at the 6 would round up. So we're looking at 31 cents per ounce. So when it says which one should she buy, if she's looking for the better deal per ounce, she should buy the 10-ounce box because that's the better deal. What is the difference between the two unit prices? Well, 28 cents, 31 cents. It is a 3-cent difference. So you're paying 3 cents more per ounce if you buy the bigger box. Quickly, I just want to show you one other thing. If you didn't have to answer a question like this, right? The 3 cent difference. If you just wanted to know what the better deal was, when you found out that the 10-ounce box was 28 cents per ounce, you could then take that times 13 and you get 364, which that is less than 3.99. So you know this right here is actually the better deal, because if you were paying 28 cents per ounce and you actually could get 13 ounces, it would be cheaper. So you know that the 10-ounce box is the better deal. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, our next example. Mitch needs to purchase soft drinks for a staff party. He's trying to figure out if it's cheaper to buy the 12-pack or the 20-pack. The 12-pack of soda is $3.99. The 20-pack of soda is $5.48. Which should he choose? Well, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to set it up the same way down here. I'm going to set up we'll do the 20-pack. Let me just erase that. We'll do the 20-pack. And then over here, we'll compare it to the 12-pack of soda. Okay. Well, the 20-pack is $5.48. So you have $5.48 per 20 sodas. So that's a division problem right there. We know we're probably going to end up dividing, right? If you want to set it up all the way, we want to know how much you would get for one soda. So 20 divided by 20 equals 1. 5.48 divided by 20 is going to give us our per soda answer. So let's solve that real quick. Okay, 20 does not go into 5, but it does go into 54. So I have to move my decimal up exactly where it is. 20 goes into 54 2 times. 2 times 20 is 40. I'm going to subtract that out. End up with 14. Bring down the 8. 20 goes into 148 7 times. It's 140. I subtract that. I get 8. I can bring down 0. 20 goes into 80 4 times. So for each soda in the 20-pack, you're paying 0.274, which we know we would round since this is 4 or less. We would round that to 27 cents per can. So we know that in the 20-pack, you're paying 27 cents per can. Let's jump over to the 12-pack. 12-pack, we're paying $3.99 per 12 cans. We want to know how much you would pay for one can, so we're going to divide by 12 to get 12 divided by 12 equals 1. And up here we're going to do the same thing, $3.99 divided by 12 to give us our per can answer. Okay, $3.99 divided by 12. 12 does not go into 3, so that's 0 times. I'm going to bring up my decimal. 12 does go into 39, 12, 24, 36, so 3 times. 39 minus 36 gives us 3. I can drop my 9. 12 goes into 39. We just did that, right? So 3 times. 3 times 12 is 36. Subtract that out. We get 3. I can put a 0 and I can bring that down, right? 12 goes into 30 2 times, which would be 24. We can keep going, we can keep going, we can keep going. But now that we're here, we know, like when you pay, you don't pay $5.33. You pay $5.33, right? You don't pay anything beyond that decimal point. So, oops, hit the wrong button. Sorry. We can stop right there because we know that the 2 means that we round down, or basically stay the same. We don't round down, but we stay at 33 cents. We don't round up. And so we're looking at 33 cents per can. So we come back up here. Which one should he buy? Well, he should buy the 20 pack because it is a better value. Each can costs less. It only costs 27 cents per can instead of 33 cents per can. What is the difference in cost between the single cans of soda? Well, this one's 33, this one's 27, so the difference for one can would be 6 cents. Okay, those are the two examples I really wanted to go through. This example is a pretty quick one. I don't know if I'll have time, so I'm going to go through it very fast. You can go back and watch it, and we'll also talk more about it in class. Amelia and Miranda are sisters, and their mother just signed them up for a new cell phone plan because they send too many text messages. Use the information below. Determine which sister sends the most messages, and how many more does the sister send per week. When we see Amelia, she's in this chart here. For every 3 weeks, she sends 1,200 messages. We want to know how many she would send in 1 week. We know our constant, or our magic number, is divided by 3. So 1,200 divided by 3 would give us 400. So we know Amelia sends 400 messages per week. For Miranda, we have a formula. Messages equals 410 times how many weeks, right? So if we know that Amelia sends 400 per week, that means per 1 week. So the messages equals 410 times 1, because we want to know how many weeks, how much she sends in 1 week. So we change the weeks to 1. 410 times 1 equals 410. So Miranda sends 410 messages per week, and so that means Miranda sends more messages, and she sends 10 more per week. Okay, we'll continue to talk about this in class. I think these questions are really good, and they are a great life lesson in terms of getting yourself prepared to compare prices and see what the best deals are. Save you some money down the road. So we'll talk more in class. Thanks for watching.